Hey, welcome back. In this video, we will be discussing about the virtual environment in Python. Okay, so what exactly is a virtual environment? A virtual environment in Python is an isolated environment on your computer where you can run and test your Python projects. It allows you to manage project specific dependencies without interfering with other projects or the original Python installation. Think of a virtual environment as a separate container for each Python project. Okay. And for each container, it has its own Python interpreter. It has its own set of installed packages. It is isolated from other virtual environments, can have different versions of the same package. Okay. And here, using the virtual environment is very important because it prevents packages version conflicts between projects, make projects more portable and reproducible, keeps your system Python installation clean, allow testing with different Python versions. So my plan was to install some third-party modules in this video, but before doing that, we have to know what exactly is a virtual environment. Okay, so here I am having this diagram here. So we have inside of our machine, we have Python projects. And for example, the project 1 needs the Django version 3.2. And the project 2 needs the Django version 5.2. So in case if I install the Django version 5.2 in my main machine, then this project 1 might not work properly, right? Because the version of Django is different and there might be some breaking changes. And also, if I just install the Django version 3.2 in my machine, then the project 2 might not work properly because there might be some sort of missing functionalities inside of the Django version 3.2. Okay, so that is the problem which is being solved by the Python virtual environment. Okay, so what we will do currently right now, I will close this window here. So I will open up this one, the sidebar. All right. So as you can see, this is currently our folder structure. And here inside of this particular main.py, here VS Code is using this particular Python. Okay, if I just click on that, this is basically using this particular Python version. So Python 3.14.5, which is situated at user, bin, and Python. Okay, in your case, if you are using Windows, this path might be a little bit different. But as you can see, we are currently using the global Python. Okay, so now let's create a virtual environment and use that particular virtual environment inside of VS Code. So how we can do that? We have to open up our terminal. So once again, I can go here, terminal, new terminal. Okay, so now let's create a virtual environment. So Python has the built-in Venv module for creating virtual environments. Okay, in case if you are familiar with that, that is totally good. Also, there are some of the other tools as well, something like Conda, and we have ppnv, we have poetry, and so on to create virtual environments. But in this video, I will be using the Venv module because it is inbuilt in Python. Okay, so what we have to do basically, we have to go to our project folder. Basically, I am inside of the Python codes folder. So I can do pwd here. As you can see, this is getting our full path. So home, Indra, desktop, YouTube, and Python course. So I am inside of this particular folder. In case if you are in some different folder, you have to cd into the particular folder in which you are writing all of your code. Okay. Now what you have to do here, let's do something like this. All right. Now we have to run this command. So Python, and if you are in Windows, you have to write Python. If you are in Mac or Linux, you have to write Python 3. And then what you have to do, you have to do -m, okay, and then venv, and you have to provide the name for your virtual environment. Most commonly we use env, something like that, or we use the same name, basically the venv, which stands for the virtual environment, but you can call it anything. Okay, so if I just now enter, so it looks like nothing happened, but if I now open up our folder structure here inside of the sidebar, as you can see, we are having this venv folder, and this is generated by our virtual environment command, which we just run. Okay, and here are some of the things which are here. Please do not modify or change anything. This venv folder is just for managing your packages and managing the Python interpreter. Okay, now as you can see, as soon as we have created the venv here, I just click on this one. As you can see, we are having this one. So venv Python version 3.14.5, which is using this one. So this path, then inside of venv, we are having the bin folder, and then we are having the Python interpreter there. So I will click on this one. So as you can see, it is saying like, hey, it is already selected as the environment here. Okay, all right. Now how you can activate this virtual environment for this particular project. So I will just collapse this one. Okay, I will open up the terminal once again here. So how you can activate this virtual environment? So if you are inside of Windows, then you have to do something like this: venv slash bin, not bin, slash scripts, and then slash activate. Okay, so you have to run this command if you are in Windows, but if you are in Mac OS or Linux, which I am currently on, we have to do source dot slash venv slash bin and then slash activate. Now I will show it to you here. As you can see, I am using the fish shell. That is why I have to do dot fish. Okay, all right, now run this one. As you can see, now we are having this thing printed out here. Basically it is indicating like, hey, we are inside of the virtual environment. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll open up this one once again and let's check it out. So inside of the venv, we have the bin, and then we have all of these here. Okay, so we have the activate, we have activate dot csh if you are using that. I am using fish, that is why I am using the activate dot fish. In case if you are using the bash, then you have to do just activate. You don't have to do the fish part. Okay, you have to do just this one. In case if you are using ZSH as well, you have to do just this. Okay, awesome. So we have successfully activated our virtual environment. Now we can check it out as well. So Control B here, and here what I'll do, I will do which Python. As you can see, this command is pointing it to the Python course venv bin and Python. Okay, so we are using this particular Python here. Now we have successfully activated our virtual environment. Okay, now let's install a package here inside of the virtual environment. So now to install a package, I will show a website to you, okay, which is PyPy. So this is the website where you can search for Python packages or the modules which have been written by some other developers. So one of the demo module is Cause, but let's search for Django first. Okay, if I search for that, as you can see, we are getting the Django here. Okay, so you can just copy this one, pip install Django, and the Django will be installed, but I will not do that. Instead, what I'll do, I will install another package which is Causa. Okay, there we go. So this is the Causa package. Okay, all right. So what we have to do, first of all, as you can see inside of the documentation, there we go. So first of all, we have to install Causa here. So what I'll do, I'll go my inside of the VS Code, and with the activated virtual environment, what I'll do something like this. So I will just type it here. So pip install Causa. Now, first of all, let's check for the pip version. Okay, as you can see, we are having this version of the pip here. Okay, and here, as you can see, this pip is coming from Venv as well. So now what we have to do, pip install Causa. Enter. As you can see here, Causa is now installed in our virtual environment. I can show it to you as well. So let me just check inside of the virtual environment, lib, and here, as you can see, inside of here, we are having the Causa. Okay, all right. And also, this is totally isolated from our, like, the global version of the Python. Okay, so here, if I just go here and do pip list, as you can see, we are having just Causa and the pip here. Okay, awesome. So now let's write some program here. So what I have to do here is follow this one. Okay, so we have to import Causa and then causa.cow hello world. All right, so let's import Causa. Okay, and let's do causa.cow, and let's do hello world. All right, so why we are getting an error? We are getting an error here, but let's find it out here. Now if I just run the program, we are getting a module not found here. So what you have to do, basically, let me just reload the window, and here, okay, all right, as you can see, after reloading, we are not getting the errors anymore. Now if I just run the program, we are still getting no module named Causa. Okay, why is that? So let me just run this one. So Python main.py. all right, now it is working. So what exactly happening here? Basically, whenever we run with the run code button, it is trying to activate the virtual environment, but the code is running before activating the virtual environment. But here, as you can see, we are getting hello world from this Causa here. Okay, all right. Now, for example, what you want to do, you want to share this virtual environment with others. So how you can do that? To do that, what you have to do, if I just do pip list once again, we have to provide the packages with the specified version to the other programmer. How we can do that? We can do that by using this command. So pip freeze and then greater than requirements.txt. Okay, run it, and now if I just do that, as you can see, we are having this requirements. Okay, I misspelled that, so let me just delete this one. So let's do it once again. Pip freeze greater than requirements.txt. all right, now as you can see, this is good because of this icon basically. Okay, so now here we are having Causa version 6.1. okay, which is good. Now whenever some other developer is grabbing our code, the developer will grab the requirements.txt as well. And when the developer wants to install all of the things from the requirements.txt, what he can do, he can just create another virtual environment and run this command. So pip install -r requirements.txt. If I just run the program, as you can see, requirement already satisfied. Okay, awesome. So this is the virtual environment in Python. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And from now on, we will be using the virtual environment to install the third-party packages in our code. Okay, so all right, so this is the virtual environment in action in Python.